if you don't do these other things that you are talking about, revenue, Social Security, uh, just investing in children, what happens is you come to the default, which is cut discretionary spending and specifically cut non-defense discretionary spending. So you talk about, that's if that's where a lot of Democratic priorities are housed in the budget, and the dynamic is they're always first up on the cutting room floor. And I just you kind of make this point, but we made it in things that we've done over the past years, and I keep track of this number. But about 40 years ago, if you go back, we spent almost 20% of the budget on investments, and now it's under 10%. We spent about 4% of GDP on investments. Now it's about 2%. So the numbers fluctuate a little bit every year, and COVID made the numbers a little bit screwy. But basically, we've cut in half what we spend on investments through the budget.
Yeah, I mean, look, non-defense discretionary is, it was about $900 billion last year. In total discretionary, which is defense and non-defense, was about 28% of spending. Look, non-defense discretionary is always targeted by Republicans. It is consistently attacked, whether it was in President Trump's budget, whether it was in Speaker Ryan's budget, back when he was budget chair. It comes up a lot. But then Republicans actually find moments of leverage and squeeze it, right? In the debt limit debate of last year, in the debt limit debate back right when I came to Washington in 2010 and 2011, those were moments where non-defense discretionary got squeezed a lot. And it covers items that Democrats had traditionally championed for decades: medical research, transportation, space exploration, technology, federal education spending, and so on and so forth. So it is something that, if you want to kind of disarm that kind of partisan tension, the Republicans attacking Democrats over federal spending issues, and this, deal with other spending so that it doesn't affect your Democratic priorities as much. That's part of the point I try to make in the piece. Okay. Also, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, we got about a minute left. What do we do about all this?
Yeah, that's a great point. And, there's going to be lots of moments to have all these conversations. We're going to need tax reform to increase revenues from those who can most afford it and reduce distortions in our economy so that we can maintain a pro-growth footing. I think a commission would be a great idea to look at improving the finances of Social Security, because Social Security is going to have to be done on a bipartisan basis. So why not start with a bipartisan Social Security commission? Our healthcare system needs to lower costs for patients and for taxpayers. So we're going to need more health reforms to save the federal government money in healthcare. And look, there's going to be moments for thoughtful government efficiency and modernization. If we want government to work for everyone, and I think every politician wants the government to work better, they may have slightly different definitions of better, but if everyone wants it to do better, if everyone wants government to do better, we need a more modern and efficient administrative capacity in the federal government.